Hello and welcome back. I'm back on sort of road duty right now. Got to get the tractor out and kind of move up to where the section that I'm kind of working on, and still got a little bit of aggregate here. I don't have any new stuff delivered yet, but I'm going to run that stuff that I have back and forth, and hopefully I don't get destroyed. It's obviously bug season. You can also see here in the air, it's hot today, but it's also very hazy, and most of this is a result of the wildfires in the west. So the smoke has kind of worked its way, all the way across the country. It's pretty crazy. This wildfires are no joke. So anyway, air quality is not the greatest, but I'm not going to be huffing and puffing too much. I'm just going to be on the tractor, kind of running back and forth. But, let's check on our little bird nest here. I did see the mom or the dad maybe. Right, we'll try not to disturb that too much again. Luckily it didn't seem to deter them last time. They're still using it, still sitting on the eggs, I guess, assuming the eggs are still in there. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go up there, grab the tractor, and just start grabbing some loads, and kind of running them over, and I'll see where I'm at with the road there, and kind of decide what to do as I go. So let's get to it. Right, that's most of the aggregate that I have now. Just a little bit there I could probably scrape up, but I think what I'm going to do is pick through that and pull the rocks out for a couple of wet spots there that I want to just get some rock base down on. But I think I'm going to head back and have a coffee or just a drink or something, get away from the noise for a bit. A couple hours on the tractor there will wear you down, but let's go check out the beaver pond here while we're up. It looks like the water's rising just a little bit, but I think there's been very little rain lately. Lake too, and the water's not flowing very much in the creek there. So I think the beavers can't really increase the water too much. All right, I'm gonna take a break now and figure out what I want to do next, I guess, after that. So I'll see you in a bit. Looks like I'm a little overdressed. I'm in hot for sure. But this here is one of my my bug prevention methods. It's called RYNOSKIN, and it's supposed to be a layer that the bugs can't bite through. So I've got pants on as well, same kind of thing under my pants, and then this layer here. And in theory, if a bug could normally bite through a t-shirt, this material is supposed to be finer, wet woven together, so that they can't actually get through it. Now I'm not sure if it's 100%. They definitely seem to find their way sometimes, but everything's in full flight. We got black flies, we got deer flies, and mosquitoes obviously as well. So everything, I'm going to be pulling out all the stops, I think, this weekend. But anyway, it's also another layer that you're wearing, so it's makes it a little hotter. All right, decided I'm going to run a couple of loads maybe of rocks up to the next sort of section there that I'm working on. I've got little piles kind of staggered all over the place, so I'm going to fire up the tractor, kind of scoot down that way, stop and pick up the little piles, and then I'll probably come back to here to kind of pick out of there and fill up the rest. So let's hop on the tractor. Getting low on diesel, so I'm gonna quit for the day on the tractor. I'm gonna get the diesel hooked up though and get that filled so it's ready to go tomorrow. And then we'll see what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So let me do that, and then we'll head down to the camp and see what we want to do. So see you in a bit. All right. I decided I want to get away from the bugs for a little bit, but I don't really want to be stuck in the tent right yet. So I'm going to jump in the canoe, get out in the water, and do a little fishing. So I'll take you along for the ride, but if it's pretty uneventful, then may just be seeing you at the end. So maybe I'll see you later. Not a bad fish. It's the first walleye that I've caught in this lake. Not bad. All right. I actually caught a smallmouth too, but I didn't actually get in the boat. I got it to the edge. I was trying to not use the net to get them in. I don't generally like nets, but it does make it easier when you're alone. So I was gonna call it right about here and head back. I might just paddle around a bit, maybe take a few more casts, but probably just gonna call it there. And then yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna continue on the road. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do yet, but I think I'm going to move some of the sand that I have near the tent, move that over to where I've been working there, try to get a bit of a sort of flatter top layer on it. So it's pretty bumpy. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. While I'm heading by, this is the cottage build site, just inside the trees there. You can see the twin pines. That's where the water storage will be, and then the cottage is kind of just below that, just off to the left a little bit. Doesn't look like much right now, but I can see it. Right, it's a gorgeous night. Time to head in and get supper going, so I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. So I've decided what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start taking some of this sand that I've got here. I do want to push this back quite a bit more and kind of use this sand to help level off parts of the road. It's not great if it's already kind of muddy. It doesn't really work for stabilizing. It just turns into a big mud pit. But once I get kind of rocks and other sort of stable ground underneath it, it does seem to be holding up when I use it on the surface, just to kind of level things off and flatten it out. So I'm going to bring some of this up to that first section just after the creek there, the clearing, and then I'll bring the tractor up after to spread it off and level it off. But as you can see, got the dump truck back up and running. So I did have to boost it again. Batteries, something's drawing power. The batteries were brand new when I replaced them or whatever. But something's drawing power, and I'm not sure what it is. I looked into it a little bit, but don't really care to put any work or effort into keeping this thing running properly. So anyway, as long as I can boost it, it does seem to get going. A bit sketchy, but it does fire up, and then it seems to stay running once I have it. So I'm going to try not to overload it too much as I go up the sort of other side of the creek there. The hill's a bit steep, but the tractor wasn't digging in too much yesterday in a few spots, so I think it's dry enough now that I can get this up there. So that's my plan. I'm going to fill it up with sand and dump it up there and then go spread it after. Alright, got that loaded up now. Let's cross our fingers and hope we can get it all the way in there and dump it without any issues. Alright, that's one down. Let's see if we can get some more. Alright, well, I got I guess 2.5 loads before I ran into another issue. My gate here, I didn't sort of realize, but it fell down kind of all the way, sort of past the chain stop, and now I can't get it to go back up. It's too tight. I don't think I can get these off. But what's worse is that when it went down, it was catching on the hook there. You see how the tailgate is bent? And I'd seen it bend there too, and I was wondering how that happened. Now it makes sense, but the main problem is that once that hit, the pressure was now on that part, and it puts pressure on this joint, and I don't know if it just broke or if it was already broke, but that there is no longer actually connected. still kind of goes up and down. It doesn't seem to slide off, luckily, but it's pretty risky. The other side is still attached, luckily. So this side, the weld is still holding on to that piece. But yeah, sort of one sketchy thing after another. But my biggest problem right now is this tailgate. If I can't get it to go back up, it's going to be difficult to move dirt. Alright, we got it. Alright, we'll try it at that setting for a bit. Hopefully by the time the bed gets up and the dirt is sort of sliding, it's got a bit of a decline from the rest of it, so hopefully that'll be enough. And then I can always pull forward too a little bit to sort of let it go. I just gotta go grab the pin and put it back together. Alright, definitely a bit more risk. I mean, it might have already been broken there anyway, so I'm not sure if it's worse or same, but I might as well just keep going, so let's keep doing it. Alright, I'm going to call that a success. Hopefully I don't jinx it. I'm just going to drive back and park. I'm going to keep it over by the sand area. But each one of these loads is 5 buckets from the tractor. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 buckets. I don't know how long that took me, a couple hours, but something to show you, I guess, in terms of having a beast like this, even though it's full of problems and falling apart. it still does make work go a little faster than having to run back and forth with buckets. I think yesterday I was mostly just doing the tractor, bringing loads of the aggregate there, and I don't think I brought even 10 of them, of course, the whole time I was working. So anyway, I'm also a little snacky. I need a coffee, so I'm going to park this puppy, take a break, and then we'll bring the tractor up here and spread these. So I'll see you then. All right, let's head back up to the spot there and get all that dirt spread around. Let's get to it. I think that's pretty good now. It's getting kind of bumpy as I was riding over it before, so hopefully that'll help flatten it out. And yeah, this section here, I dumped down a bunch of loads there around this area yesterday. It could use obviously some more, especially a few of these wetter spots here. Added quite a bit up in this area here too, but again, it's still a little muddy in spots. I think this area kind of needs more of the aggregate. I don't think I want to put the sand on it yet, as I think that'll just sort of sink in and make a bit of a mud. So when it gets wet, it'll just get kind of muddy. Over here, the other spot I was working, I think this will be much more stable now. A little bit here too, and then yeah, where I put the rocks and stuff there. So this area just kind of got a little, you know, a load here and there kind of thing, so it's not really ready yet, but it's coming along. Yeah, I think I need to keep focusing on this next little stretch here a little bit more. It's too bad I can't cut into this bank a bit, but there's a big rock here, like edge of the mountain kind of thing. This is all rock, so I can't really do much there, but I can build this up a little bit and just make sure the road is decently supported along this edge here. But that, I mean, that should be wide enough anyway. Could always cut the edge off of that a little bit, get closer to that tree, but should be okay. So yeah, Not sure what else I want to do today. Kind of running out of steam here too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I've got a few little things to do, but nothing too exciting. So decent progress on the road this weekend, and we'll be back to it later. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.